Welcome to Kelly Family Fitness. My name is Brian Kelly, and today I'm going to bring you a bodyweight shoulder workout you could do from home or anywhere. You'll need no equipment other than your body. You may see me jump on the bench just to get you a better view of what I'm doing. This could be done anywhere. I am also going to do this as time sets that you can follow along with if you want to. I'm going to use just a straight up Tabata timer. I'm going to do a total of 3 different Tabata sets. You're looking at about 15-minute workout, give or take. I'll throw in a little bit of rest in between when we change groupings. And I'm going to show you a couple stretches we can do to get warmed up with. Now I find when you're doing shoulder work, one of the more important things to do is to figure out a way to get some external rotation or some flexion in your shoulders. So we want to kind of like open you up through the front of your body. Easiest one we're going to start with is just having you put your arm against any kind of a fixed surface, wall. You could do the corner of a room. And I'm just going to have you at 90 degrees, rotate away. I'm going to hold this about 30 seconds. And as we do this, I'm trying, you could adjust angle of your elbow to kind of get a little different stretch, but I'm really trying to like squeeze my shoulder blade back to open up the front of my body. So I'm kind of going at it from an agonist antagonist viewpoint where I'm not only trying to stretch here, but I'm trying to contract in my back, which is only going to facilitate a bigger stretch. And we're just trying to kind of open up into the front of the body. And that's probably about 30. We're going to switch sides. Again, arm at about 90 degrees. Twist to open. If one shoulder is tighter, I'm a huge proponent of uneven stretching. So in other words, if you're tighter on one side, spend a little extra time on it. Get it caught up. Stretching evenly on 2 muscles that are uneven is only going to precipitate your imbalance. Better to get things kind of evened out so that both sides are ready to go. I always give the bench press example when I'm talking about shoulders and stretching. If your right shoulder is tighter than your left, and you go to do a bilateral exercise like a bench press, and this right side being tighter doesn't want to go down as far as the bar does on the left side. That lean is actually going to make the bar heavier on the other shoulder. You can screw up your left side just by not stretching out your right side. So it's fine to do some stretching before a workout to get things caught up and even so that your exercises are even, so that your joints are happier. Just my take. All right, next one we're going to go into. This is almost like a version of a camel stretch, but more targeted towards your shoulders. I'm just going to do it from kneeling posture. You could put your hands on your heels back behind you if you have as much flexibility. You could also use anything like seat or counter height. But the idea is I'm going to take my hands and point my fingers behind me with flat palms. And then this is the kicker. As I go away from that surface, I want to push my chest up and really pinch my shoulders. And as I push my chest up, even my belly out, and pinch my shoulders, it's going to really target that stretch on like the anterior section of my shoulder, my elbows, even into my biceps. This is going to really help, again, kind of open me up before I do all this shoulder work. I don't want to be so tight in my shoulders that I can't externally rotate. It's not good practice. And as I'm holding this, I'm just squeezing my shoulders back, relaxing the rest of my body, and trying to let the stretch work. If I need more, I could readjust out a little bit further, push out into that. Or like I said, I could even modify by going down hands on heels in the same posture. That's a good little opener for the front of your body. Last one I'm going to show you is a lying pec stretch. I've seen these called like a half crucifix stretch. I'll start it out in push-up position, one arm out to the side, straight out from my shoulder. And then as I do that, my other hand goes to push-up position. And I'm trying to push my upper back and shoulders toward that straight arm, which is going to cause all this to stretch. Now I like to throw in a hip flexor component into it, so I'm also going to take one of my legs up and drop it across my body, which kind of helps to stretch out my trunk at the same time. Now, if your low back is tight, holding that scorpion position it can tighten you up. So what we'll go ahead and do on this one is I'm gonna alternate it. I'm just gonna do a set of 5 on each side, slowly switching back and forth between these. Okay, that's it for our stretches. I encourage you to do more if they feel good or if they feel necessary. They're only gonna help your workout. Do them after if you want. I like them before, but it is important to maintain some kind of flexibility and to exercise into mobility as well. So, all that being said, we're gonna do Tabata timer, which is gonna be 20 seconds. I'll grab a timer, get that started here in a second. The first 4 exercises, we're gonna do a shoulder roll. And on the shoulder roll, we are thinking arms are gonna come in front of the body and behind the body. It's really important not to just keep them out here with your shoulder blades spread apart. We want those shoulder blades to work on the shoulder roll. It's gonna make it a much more active warm-up. We're gonna go straight arms, the fist balled up. You can make your circles as big or as small as you want to. From there's gonna be a 10-second break, and that's where I'm gonna start the Y, the T, and the W exercise. I'll pull the bench out so you can get a better view of what's going on there. But on the Y, we're basically prone on the ground, straight arms, bringing thumbs up to an overhead position. And we want to lead these all with thumbs up. They're going to work better activating your lower mid trap if you can keep your thumbs up on these. So we're going to do 20 seconds of Y, 20 seconds of T, and then the W's I think of as like 2 V's from prone. So we're thinking thumbs up, almost like hugging around like a chest fly, and then pulling thumbs towards ceiling and forearms up, pinching the upper back as we go for the W. So 2 rounds, full Tabata set, 20 on, 10 off, 4 exercises. Here we go. Little countdown timer, 5 seconds, shoulder rolls for this exercise. And all we're doing is nice tight circles, letting the hands go in front and behind. Pinching the shoulders every revolution. 20 seconds, straight arms. You can vary the size of your circles. You can even switch directions if you want. I don't care about that. 10-second break. We're gonna go to the YTW. Y's are first. I got about 7 on that one. I think that's gonna be about right. T will be next. They're coming straight out from your shoulders. Thumbs up, squeeze, down with control. Straight arms going straight out from the shoulder. I'm not trying to do all lower back. I don't wanna throw my lower back into this. I'm trying to pull from my shoulders. W is the last one. This is gonna start out easy and then it's gonna get pretty hard at the end of this routine. W's, up and hold, down, almost like I'm hugging the bench. Up and hold, down, thinking thumbs up, thinking forearms up. My gaze is down toward the floor. You wanna keep your neck neutral. Okay, back to the shoulder rolls. 3 seconds. Here we go. Just letting it burn. Working those circles. Pinching your shoulders. Short sets. Anybody can do 20 seconds of bodyweight shoulders. These are next. And again, we're just doing 2 rounds of each of these 4 exercises. Here we go. Straight elbows like you're trying to push your hands away from your shoulders. Lock out your elbows. Keep your neck neutral. Don't pull your lower back into this. You can be a little bit chest up, but don't do an arch up every rep. He is next. 5 seconds. Here we go. Thumbs up, straight arms, pinching the shoulders. W's our last one. This is our last round in the circuit. 3 seconds. Here we go. This one's by far the hardest. People want to lead this with their elbows first instead of leading it with their forearms. You want to think thumbs up and bring your forearms up. Forearms up. Pinch those shoulders. Squeeze at the top. Okay, that's our first round. Not too bad. Next grouping, we'll get a little bit more technical. I tried to do kind of a functional warm-up. This middle section is going to be more for your lateral delts and your rear delts. So this one will kind of, I like to do backside first because most people are overdeveloped in the front of their shoulders. So this will be more rear delt, lateral delt work. The next 4 exercise we have is an alternating plank. We're just going to throw in a little bit of core. We have an alternating scratch, a bodyweight rear delt fly, and then the bodyweight external rotator. So let's go over them real quick and then we'll get to it. On the alternating plank, I want to set up kind of a side plank with my forearms running perpendicular to my body. And what's going to happen is out of side plank, when I go to switch sides, I'm just going to lay the other forearm parallel and then twist and open on the other side. Now, if you can do it with your feet stacked up, it's going to be a little bit more core. If your feet are slightly scissored, that's fine. Just do what you can do. Just understand that the more narrow your base is, the more core you're going to use. So that's going to be our alternating plank, and you're going to really get into like the lateral head of the delts on that one. On the scratch, we're thinking one hand behind the head, one hand behind the lower back. You don't want them to drop toward the floor. You want them to go straight out from your shoulders and then switch jobs. So one is behind the back, one's behind the head, out to the side and switch, okay? And the next one, we've got the bodyweight reverse, or bodyweight rear delt fly. And on that one, we're gonna really watch that we don't try to just do an ab crunch. It's very normal to kind of like pull your abs into these. But we're gonna start out on the ground, and you could do these fists down or palms down, whichever one you want. And from that position, I want you to try to push into the ground and try to push your body up and forward without leading it as a sit-up. We're really trying to focus on like trying to keep the arms at what would be the height of the shoulder and then pushing down into the ground, kind of generating force, pinching the shoulders, and then lifting the body up with that motion. And then on the last one, just a bodyweight external rotator. So we're thinking this motion, except I'm gonna be bent. So adds a little bit more lower back and really makes the fighting of gravity, make the motion just a little bit heavier. So rather than just kind of standing here and doing this, as we're bent and trying to pull the forearms up away from the ground, it's gonna get a little bit more resistance. Works better too. So we'll start the next Tabata. And again, just 2 rounds of each of these 4 exercises. These take like 3 minutes and 50 seconds each. They're short and sweet. Alternating plank is gonna be first. We'll start it out of a side plank. And all I'm gonna do is just run my forearm parallel to the other one and switch. And I'm just gonna pull up and back, pinch my shoulders, switching back and forth. Trying to keep my feet stacked. A little more core to be had here. Next, we're going alternating scratch. From there to bodyweight rear delt. Pushing the ground away, pinching the shoulders. Trying not to make it a crunch. Last one's bodyweight external rotator. This one will be light, we'll go fast. Trying to keep the arms straight out from the shoulders. Holding that 90-degree position on the elbows. External rotation. Oh, this starts to really add up. Ooh. All right. Back to alternating side plank. Switch. Oh, that's good. All right. Scratch. Clear it up. Seconds. Last one, bodyweight external rotation. I could even add a press on that if I wanted to make it heavier. Good burn. One section to go. Be done in 5 minutes. Pike push up, Hindu push up, planche push up, and extended walkout in a plank. So pike push up, we're thinking kind of modified handstand push up. We're gonna be relatively straight legs, butt up, kind of over the shoulders, lowering forehead towards thumbs. It's kind of our modified handstand. Hindu push up works similarly to cobra. We'll start out of a similar posture, lower nose toward the ground, chest to ground, belly to ground, finish in a cobra position, and then reset. So almost from like a down dog to a cobra push-up. On the planche, it's a little different than a regular push-up in that general regular push-ups are gonna finish with the hands kind of outside the chest. On this one, we're trying to get our thumbs down as low down our body as we can. So we want our upper body to get way out in front of those hands. I tend to lower into good position, and then as I press out, I'll kind of reset to a regular push-up position with my hands under my chest again. On the last one, the extended walkouts, we'll start out from a toe touch position. We'll walk out way past the push-up, get out as far as we can, almost thinking like an ab wheel exercise. We'll get out as far as we can, try to be a little bit hollow with the shoulders fully protracted, engaging the core. Walk it back nice and slow. It's probably only gonna be 2 to 5 reps. It'll be pretty quick on that one. So, last little Tabata. Oh, there's a remote. We're gonna kick off with the pike push-up. 20 seconds worth. So we'll start out, hips up high, lowering forehead toward the thumbs.
Welcome to forever, man. Let's go. Come on. It's forever. No surrender.
I got about 10 or 11 there. Hindu's gonna be similar setup, think down dog to cobra.
Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J-O-N to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated, y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air the grievance. But his lines are overhead, better check the air for clearance. Call the tower, this is ours, clear the heat, the air apparent. Really, I never been better. Legacy, this is forever. All the more times I've been severed, I'm missing the right, so go ahead and measure. Think about top with toes. Time that we work.
Planche, we're thinking, trying to get the hands as low on the body as we can.
Come back in what you call that add on. Got anthems and bands with masters getting them right. Like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive. I'm bigger dead than alive. One more time. This is forever. Remember the legend, he never gonna die. Yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Dead than alive. Yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. Just making sure that you know why. Because this is forever.
Woo. Okay, extended walkouts. Slow and steady. Hands will be close. Core is tight. In and out slow.
I am the one that they paid us. Got something to say to me, say, you know I've been waiting so patiently. This is my legacy. Y'all don't believe me, it waits.
10 seconds rest, one more round. Pike push-ups first. Ooh, shoulders are on fire.
This is the brand new. Nothing you can do, nothing you can do. And there ain't no thing that you'll be taking from me. Man, it came from nothing, made it something. Name is buzzing, call me Ryan Gosling. Hey, gon' know that they gonna love me more when I'm gonna retire. From the kind of things that I'm gonna be feeling like a god. Because this is forever.
Ooh.
And there will be no surrender.
And who's next?
You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. I'm bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. I'm bigger dead than alive. Dead than alive. Yeah. I'm bigger dead than alive. Bigger dead than alive. Really, I never been better.
Planche.
Legacy, this is forever.
Almost done.
Really, I never been better. Legacy, this is forever. Really, I never been better. The legacy live on forever. Yo, remember the legend and know that he never surrendered. Because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. Come on, here we go. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever.
Ooh, saved by the bell now. Then walk out, last rep, last set.
This right here forever.
That was good. Thanks for watching. Leave comments below, subscribe, like, all that. Have a good day.